Tell you when we're live. And we are live. Hello, ladies in Confident, Successful Business Women. How are you? We are here live again on Thursday morning for our members spotlight interview. And I am very excited to introduce you to Lizzy Eden. And hi, Lizzy, how are you going? Lovely to have you join us.
Yeah, hi, Ali. It's good to be here. We've been trying for a little while now, haven't we?
We have been trying for a little while, and just to let you know, you might want to just turn your turn your volume down on your phone, your notifications, because we just heard one come through. Just so you know, if that's okay. Yeah, that should be better. Cool. Thank you, darling. All right, we're going to hear all about what Lizzy does today. We come live every single Thursday morning to interview one of our very special group members. And so today we have Lizzy. So, Lizzy, I would love to know what you do. Tell us what you do and how you came to doing it.
Well, I'm an image and style consultant, so personal stylist. So I have the pleasure of, helping my clients not only look amazing, but feel fabulous through their wardrobe, garments and accessories. So I really just assist my clients to dress very, very well. And that may be for their work, for their weekend, their, holiday attire, special occasion. So for all areas of their life. And that will be from eyewear right down to their shoes. So, any things, colour, style, wardrobe and shopping, that's what I get to do, and it's amazing. So I've been doing it. I've been an image consultant for nearly 15 years.
Wow, awesome. So you get to dress people up for a living.
Yeah, that's what I do.
That's so much fun. That's awesome.
No, and the typical client would sort of be a woman from sort of 40 to sort of, nearing 60, that's professional usually and time poor, very busy, hates the stores, can't be bothered, too exhausted and overwhelmed with everything else that's going on in her life. And I just make it that little bit easier. So that in the morning, open their wardrobe, or so occasionally I have male clients and they just open their door, their wardrobe door, and their items are all there, and they can be confident and sure that whatever they're putting on that day will suit them on every level, and it just makes life a lot easier. And it's only fabric, but we've got to wear it.
Well, it does, and it would make life a lot easier if we could just go to our wardrobe and go, oh, I'm going to pick out that looks good. That'd be so much easier.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. And it might be just, for that one season that we shop for specifically.
Yes.
Then many of those items will be able to be taken into, the next season and the next season. So often, a whole season's wardrobe can serve someone for, 3 or 4 years. So, it's, so I get to save them a lot of time, money and energy, but, mostly money because, they don't have to shop for quite a while, which is really good. And if they do shop, then they bring in items that are going to, effectively and appropriately fit what is currently and what is already, in their wardrobe. So they get to add to that. Yes. On their own as well. So I get to empower my clients to really shop and dress on their own going forward.
That sounds like so much fun. And tell me, Lizzy, so how did you get into doing this?
So I've got a background in fitness. I spent 18 years as a fitness instructor from my sort of early 20s to sort of late 30s. And then I moved into the modelling industry. So I met Rachel Sanderson at the time, who owned Rachel's Model Management. She said, look, I could give you work. I think you'd be great. So I did her course. And before the course finished, I was modelling. I was doing TV commercials and photo shoots. And so I worked for Rachel for about 8 years. And I actually worked in the agency as well. So selling the courses, doing the interviews, interviewing who would be a good model and actor. So I was doing that for quite a few years, and obviously I got to know her very well by working in the office, and she just came out of nowhere and said, I think you'd be a great stylist.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And our office manager at the time, Lana, she said, yeah, I agree. I think Lizzy would be a really good stylist. I'm like, what do they do? Okay. So I went and did my research. And the next week I was doing a tape course in fashion retail because I had a background in fitness. So I'd never worked in retail ever. And then, I'd spent 8 years modelling, quite regularly. And I guess because of the course, I had to, look good. And when I had to go for a viewing, I had to actually look good. So I went from a tracksuit and ponytail to,
Okay.
to glamming up a little bit. Don't worry, I do have my Intimo athleisure wear on the bottom right now. But anyway,
I call it business up the top and party down the bottom. I don't know, whatever you want to say, something like that.
The joys of Zoom, right? You can have it all.
Yes.
And so I had to start looking good, for the viewings and the interviews, through my modelling career. And so I started to look better. And that's when Rachel and Lana said, I think you should, be a stylist. So then I went and did, the research, and I was in a course the next week. So I did the fashion retail, and then I did the stylist course at TAFE as well. And there was someone in that course that recommended me to someone that had a little boutique in Adelaide Arcade. Nice. And so that was my first gig, in fashion retail. And I basically started styling. And she also had the Oprah's favourite bra in the store. So then she taught me how to be a bra fitter. And
wow,
pretty cool. And then she closed down, and then I sort of got recommended by one of the lecturers at TAFE to Tamara Nicole, who was a principal stylist for Westfield, and they recommended me to Tamara. And Tamara had said, yeah, great, so she took me on, and I didn't know what I was doing.
It's always the way though, but that's a fun thing, isn't it? When you go into something and you don't know what you're doing and you're literally learning on the job.
But you know what? To encourage all the ladies listening, listen to those that believe in you well before you believe in yourself. Because Rachel, she believed in me before I even did a gig. And there I was modelling. I was often the shortest, the oldest, and the least glam, but I was there. And, and I got paid really, really well. And so she believed in me, and that was enough. But then when I turned up to meet Tamara, she's like, yep, I'll pop you up at TTP. And I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. She said, you'll be right. You'll be fine. I'm like, okay. And she believed in me. And so, so you kind of, in a way, you do sort of fake it till you make it, but you rely on other people's belief in you. And somehow you work it out. And if you know you're in, at least part of your passion, it will grow. And so there I was at Westfield, and I was styling all these women that I'd never met before, taking them shopping. And so that was really my training ground. And then sadly, Tamara moved on. And then that's when I thought, right, I think I need to be trained, I need to be trained and trained well. I need to officially train. And so I found probably the leading image consultant in the country in Melbourne, Imogen Lamport. So I went to Melbourne and I did my training over 2 years and mentoring with her. I'm still mentored by her now, 14 years later.
Wow.
So I did all my training with Imogen and came back and started Fashion with a Friend. My ex-husband came up with the name because my personal training business was Fitness with a Friend. And he said, why don't you call it, because he was a graphic designer, and he said, why don't you call it Fashion with a Friend? And I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll just change the word fitness to fashion.
Oh, easy.
And then I was Fashion with a Friend, and that was like 6 years ago. And then I obviously had a bit of a branding rechange, and now I'm Lizzy Eden, personal stylist, and I've obviously come to a whole nother level, being trained with Imogen, and now, I work for myself, and I actually continued my career as a bra fitter at the same time in different stores. And then I ended up at Harris Scarf from 2016 to just before the pandemic, and the store closed down just before the pandemic. Yeah, and then I moved to the Marion store, and then the pandemic really hit and I got laid off. And then I started my into my bra fitting service and business, and merged it with Lizzy Personal Stylist. So now I do both my passions all at one space here in my style studio. And it's never been better. And I'm just launching makeup as well into my colour analysis session. So
look at you go.
I know, I'm expanding again. So I'm just about Imogen will be very happy. She's been nagging me for 14 years to do makeup, because I was trained in my colour training 14 years ago, and I have enough trouble putting my makeup on myself. I'm not doing it for anyone else. And then she's finally convinced me, and one of my close girlfriends as well, who's in sort of social media marketing, she's like, you need product, Lizzy. And I went, oh, Imogen has been telling me for a long time to add makeup. And she said, there's your product, do it.
Oh, yes, I hear that. You know what as you're talking, you know what I'm loving is the fact that you've started in business, and you've developed and grown and pivoted and rebranded to somewhere now where, and this is what I love having these interviews. Every time I get ladies to talk about themselves and what they do, the passion just exudes out of you when you're talking about this, and I love it.
But we all say, I hate talking about myself. But when we're talking about our passion, how we got there, the vehicle that got us there, you do. You feel like you're starting again, don't you?
Oh, it's just so powerful. And something that you said recently, and you might have to remind me the quote that you said, but it was it was believe what was it? Something is listen to others who believe in you before you believe in yourself. And that is so true. And I find that with my Heart and Soul Business Academy clients too. A lot of them will come to me and they'll just go, well, I'm not confident, I'm not believing in myself. And I'll go, dude, you have this amazing product and this amazing ability.
Yes.
Go and shine, and good on you for listening to these people and following and now, like I said, living your passion. It's so powerful.
Exactly. Yeah. And it's just evolved and grown. And, and I realise, coming from the fitness background and how I guess I dressed and it was appropriate for the gig. But, what we wear and how we wear it really is and our image is really solely dependent on how we perceive ourselves, and what we think of ourselves, and then ultimately how we want to be perceived. So, I over the years I've really seen that, really outwork when we're dressed beautifully and for what we do, we actually look more serious about what we do, and people actually do take us more seriously, and we can potentially earn more money as well.
That's true. Yeah.
When we're dressed, we can earn what we're worth when we're dressed really well, because we represent what we do and what we're passionate about, and we line up with those values when we're dressed very, very well. So even though it can sound fickle, it's actually very important. Our personal presentation really match what we're actually doing and what we say about ourselves.
Oh, I don't think it sounds fickle. I think it's logical to me. But just and what I would think, and please correct me if I'm wrong here, but is as long as we're dressing for comfort for ourselves, so we're dressing up, but we're comfortable in what we're wearing. Because I know for me, when I used to work in a day job, there were certain things I wore, but it was kind of to suit the job itself. But I wasn't feeling comfortable in what I was wearing. So I wasn't comfortable in my own clothes, in my own skin.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So you would find that a lot.
Yeah. If you had, women that have to wear a uniform often don't like their uniform. But look, it makes it quick and easy to actually get dressed and run out the door. So that's time. You've got to save time. So then, they might just shop with me, come and see me for colour, style, wardrobe shopping, just for their weekend wear and their travel wear. And then, they can have a beautiful select, cohesive collection of clothes to suit that.
Sounds amazing. So tell me, so you mentioned your style studio. Do you, and I suppose I know here in SA, we're opening up a little bit more post COVID, if you like. Do you take, now I think you mentioned this before, do you still take people on like shopping tours? Do you have anything like that that's going?
Definitely. Yeah, definitely. I have got a few, I think I've got a few clients out there that want to come shopping, but they're just waiting. And some of them have had serious illness, so they probably need to be a little bit more careful. But yeah, I've been, just pretty much as normal. Yeah, so we've been very, very lucky here in Adelaide. It's been great. So it hasn't really, my bra fitting business has really done well, so through this time, which is amazing. So no, it's going well. I've got a very busy June, and I'm travelling to Melbourne for clients in July. So I've got a busy couple of months, and some months are busier than others, but that's
business.
And that's when you can bring in makeup when you're a bit quiet. You can focus on bringing in something else that that adds to your business, that adds value, because we always want to add value to our clients so that they really feel that they're getting the maximum of what they can get from us, as
Absolutely.
we do. So
absolutely. And you mentioned, my beautiful VA's just put up a comment there, and hello to everybody who's joining us. I can see there's a few people watching. It said that, so you are also the stylist for OPSM and Laubman Pank eyewear.
Yeah, well, not during the pandemic, unfortunately. I'm actually the Adelaide stylist for the style agency in Sydney. So there's a beautiful lady that has the style agency, and she has stylists all over Australia, and I'm her Adelaide one. And so Laubman Pank and OPSM are her client. So I get to work for the stores and style their customers in their eyewear, which is amazing. So that's another very important part of styling, is your eyewear. There's a lot of tips and whatnot around. Yes, I've got 3 pairs of eyewear. You should have a few pairs. And these are my best ones for seeing you right now, Ali, but I have 2 other more favourites. I wanted to be able to see you very clearly this morning. And I love the colours that you're wearing today. They look beautiful on you as well.
Oh, thank you. It's really, thank you for, I'll take that compliment. And you know what I found was really interesting, actually. It was in a recent training that I was actually doing with my Heart and Soul Business Academy client. And I don't even know how this topic came about. Someone said something similar. I love the top you're wearing and it really suits you. And you know what I said? It's, I'm not someone who's like, full on into fashion. That's just not me. I would have been in a previous life, just tuck on a t-shirt and a pair of jeans and go for it. But what I do now is I go, and I'd love to hear your opinion on this, is I actually shop in secondhand stores, not for the price necessarily, but for the little individual little ditties that I find that suit me. And it's so much fun.
Yeah, you've probably got a little bit more of the creative personality.
Oh, yeah.
Creatives will go into, because I work with 7 different personality styles, and the creative is a bit classic too, going into an op shop and finding a couple of things that no one would ever consider, and they'll put them together. And they do that very, very well. And that's the thing. Personal style is personal, so it's got to reflect who you are. So you've got to feel wonderful in it. Yeah, it's not really anyone's business, but we actually are sending messages through our clothing. So we still want to be mindful of the messages that we are sending, outward about who we are, and particularly, and what we do in work. If I was still dressing like a fitness instructor, no one would believe me that I was an image consultant now.
Makes sense.
But when fitness instructors turn up for a fitting, or for a service, I totally believe that they're a fitness instructor, and they pretty much should be dressed as a fitness instructor. Yes. So while we reflect our personality, we're still got to be mindful about the message that we send to others, particularly about what we actually do for a living, especially if we want the right client. Yeah.
Absolutely. And sometimes too, I find that it's a message to myself that I'm sending as well. So like, for instance, when I get up to go to work, I work from home. So literally I get dressed and I come into my office. It's like 10 steps, not even that. But what I find is when I dress for work, I've mentally got my work hat on.
Your mindset
Don't get me wrong. I don't do that every day. On Fridays, often it's because I don't go on camera or anything. It's like trackies and daggy t-shirts.
Yeah. So you've got to reflect where you're going. Yeah.
But most work days, I will get up and I'll dress for work because it helps me mentally.
Exactly. Yeah, it's all, your clothing will really change your mindset. Definitely.
Yes, it does. Yeah.
Because it's not just on the outward, but it is reflecting who we really are. And we really, our mindset changes when we're wearing particular garments. It's really quite fascinating. And there's actually lots of research done. And even women that wear, if you wear heavy amounts of makeup or too light amounts of makeup, you're more likely to earn less money there than if you wear an appropriate amount of makeup.
Oh, there you go. That's really good. Wow.
So you'll be taken more seriously when you wear an appropriate amount of makeup.
Yes, I
Isn't
like
that interesting?
That is very, very interesting.
Because we're visual creatures, and it's all about safety, and initially, it's not, it's still important, but we want to know that we trust someone. So, your outward, it's something like 58% of, a person's judgment on you will be about your outward presentation, because people have to know that they trust you before they get to know you, because that's all we've got to go on is your outward presentation. Only 7% really is judged by what you say in those first few moments of meeting somebody. So that's why it is important to present well, particularly in business.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. Now I'm going to take a little bit of side direction here. My daughter's going to kill me for asking this question if she watches this, but she tells me off regularly. She says, and if you don't know what this is, I'll explain it. What do you think about sneens? Now, sneens, if you don't know, is sneakers and jeans, wearing that together. Apparently, my daughter says it's a thing and you shouldn't do it. She tells me off all the time.
I'm daughter already, because I agree with her.
Damn.
Yeah. Sneakers and jeans have been on trend for a few years now. Yeah, definitely. But nice white sneakers or off-white sneakers.
So you're saying they're a good thing?
Yeah.
I'll tell my daughter, because she goes, no, it's a no, Mum. Don't wear sneens. And I don't.
So she's saying it's a no, and you're saying you can do it. Now, she might be thinking of training shoes, so not your training shoes and jeans, but like a nice trendy pair of white runners with great jeans. So there is a bit of a difference there. So she is right, and you're right too.
Oh, well done. That was very good. There you go, Taylor. If you're watching, there you go. We're both right, okay? It's just a little bit of difference.
Home.
At home now. She's probably. I'm so going to go and tell her now. And next time she tells me off, I'll go, look, I was speaking to Lizzie and she said this. That was just taking it off on a whole different tangent, but I had to ask that question.
You did.
Look, I love you've got so much knowledge, Lizzie, and so much experience. And what I'm loving is that it's so easy for you to just bring it all under one umbrella. Yeah. And, be a stylist. It's very, very exciting. So tell me, do how can the ladies that are watching this, if they'd like more information on, how they can work with you, how can they get in touch with you?
So my website is lizzyedenpersonalstylist.com.au. Or they can, like my Lizzie Eden Personal Stylist Facebook page, they can, private message me, they can email me. My phone number's on my website. They can call me. And, they can get in touch any way they like. And also, for all the girls listening or, their bestie, they can come and have a complimentary bra fitting with me whenever they want to. And there's a beautiful welcome gift, and there's actually a referral gift as well. And, I'll look after them there with their lingerie. So it's really important that we're wearing the right bra. So, amazing and beautiful styling actually starts with a great bra.
Yes.
So, your clothes will sit and fit better, and you'll lengthen through the torso. You'll see a waist better. You'll feel comfortable. So, your bra fitting is really, really important. So, the ladies are welcome to come and see me. And I've got an online booking system as well, so they can just book in and come and see me.
Wow.
And then the next step after a great fitting would be colour analysis. So we can be in a bit of a daggy outfit, but if the colours are perfect for us, we can pull it off, believe it or not. So colour is really, really important. So that would be the second step in the journey to looking and feeling your absolute best through your wardrobe.
Awesome, that's fantastic, Lizzy. You can see my beautiful assistant Parme. She's put the link to your website in the comments. She's also put your Facebook page up. So there you go, ladies. If you would like to get in touch with Lizzy, who clearly has a wealth of knowledge about all this stuff, which I'm just so impressed by, feel free to connect with Lizzy anytime you like, and go and give us some love, like her Facebook page. And if you know of anyone who's looking for anything, any help with styling, let them know all about Lizzy.
Yeah, thank you, Adelaide, for having me. It's been a real pleasure and great getting to know you a little bit better. And I love the work that you do, and I enjoy the interviews with, the other, business women out there. It's very encouraging and exciting, and it's a great way to connect, isn't it?
It is, and like I've always say, it's all about collaboration over competition. So it's supporting every one of us supporting each other in business, which is why I love to do these interviews with ladies in our group. So again, ladies, if you would like to be interviewed on one of these spotlight interviews, please get in touch with me, private message me, and we will book you in. We're always looking to support you and to, give you an opportunity to promote your business to every single one in this group. So we would love to hear from you. Lizzy, thank you so much. I've just had a ball talking to you. I could talk for hours. But yes, you've shared some really good information today, and yes, we look forward to talking again soon.
Yeah, thanks, Ellie. Have a fantastic day.
I will. You too. You too, ladies. All right, we'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.